Sharon Fulton, me and my husband Jack Fulton started Wood Road Deer Processing and Smokehouse. Told you. The neighbors down the road, they had done it in the past, and we had built the big garage, and they stopped over and was like, we should do deer processing. And I was like, yeah, no, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I was like, no. And it took them a while to talk me into it. And we did it, and I never ate deer. My dad never hunted. I mean, nothing. So it was an experience. I just never thought I would do something like this. But, you know, it's worked out pretty well. It was a little bit hard for me, just some of the gore, you know, the brain, different things, the way they're shot, I wasn't real pleased with. The first 2 years, I wouldn't pick up a knife. I just wrapped, because that was, you know, just wrapping it up. It took me a little while. I was afraid, just like anything, afraid of messing it up, or, you know, so it took me a few years to get the nerve to do it. Now it's like second nature. You don't even think about cutting steaks, or, you know. I was the one that fought it tooth and nail, and that's what Jack laughs about. He's like, you're the one that didn't want to do it, and now you're the one that doesn't want to shut it down. You know, because it's hard. It's very hard, and if I didn't have good friends that come in and help me, I wouldn't be able to do the numbers that we do. But like the specialty, all my recipes, you know, years ago when we started doing smoked meats, that's what this area needed. Nobody did it. So I was like, well, if you're going to do it, one of those things like go big or go home, you know. So I bought the huge smoker, built the building, said if you want to do it right. So it's really kind of like my baby now. People kind of laugh at that. They'll see Jack out and say, hey man, we love your jerky. You know, what's your secret? He's like, she makes it. That's the secret. Sometimes I think the scrutiny in Athens is around the college, which I understand that. But I don't think they realize how big hunting is here, because I didn't even realize it until I asked a guy, I think he was from North Carolina. I was like, why are you coming here? His exact words, do you not realize where you live? Evidently not. Then I started listening and I started asking. And hunting, it brings in, I mean, the revenue it brings to this area. People staying in hotels, they're eating at restaurants, you know, they're campgrounds, whatever reason. You know, this area, they bring in a lot. I've literally I've had people from Alaska here hunting and cut their deer. I mean, all over the country. It does bring people together. I know it sounds weird, but it really does. You know, hunting it touches every level, every class, you know, of people, and it doesn't matter how much money you have to be able to hunt. It's really been good for us. I've made lifelong friends. If we didn't have those kind of friendships, I probably would have considered quitting a while back. But people, they come to depend on you too. And I feel good customer relation, you know, and I don't just do it because of customer relation, but it brings them back. And people who come here, you see them, they hug you, they give you kisses, you know, they bring you syrup from Vermont and cheese from Wisconsin. I mean, it's funny how things work out, but the people are the best. They are. Yes, my plans for the future are to move to the Bahamas and be a starfish fisherman. That is the truth. No, when I'm older, this is gone. I'm done. That's why I told him I want to keep doing it until you can't do it anymore, which is either state steps in, you know, for some reason, or physically, because it is hard physically. But the future plans are to sell everything when he retires from RU and move to the beach.